we shall see the one more numerical on block diagram reduction. The question is like this: obtain the closed loop transfer function for the system. Just see here, we have RS as the input and CS as the output, and we have G1, G2, G4, G3, these are the plants, and we have H1 and H2 as the feedback system. Now you see what are the procedures we need to follow when we solve the numerical on this. First one is to reduce the blocks which are connected in series, then blocks which are connected in parallel, and we need to reduce the minor internal feedback loop, and then other things. First we shall see whether any blocks which are there in series. Just see here, we have two blocks, that is G1 and G2 are in series, but we cannot take. Why? Because we have one more summing point here, one summing point in between the blocks. So we cannot take G1 and G2 as the series. And now we shall see, we have one more is G4 and G2. G4 and G2 or G4 and G1 as a parallel here. G4, G2 and G4, G1 are parallel blocks here. Though these two are parallel blocks, we cannot take again. Why? Because we have the summing point in between that, right? And we have takeoff point here also. So we cannot take G1, G4, G2 or G4, G1 as a series because we have parallel summing point and takeoff point in between that, right? Now we shall see next case, G2 and G3. G2 and G3 are in series here, right? G2 and G3 are in series. We cannot take. Why? Because we have summing point here and we have takeoff point in between that, right? So what is the next step? We don't have either, we don't have the parallel blocks, we don't have a series block. And next, third one is we need to reduce the minor loop. Minor loop, here you cannot take G1, G4 as a minor loop because both are connected in series here. Both are connected in series. So you cannot take G1, G4 as a minor loop here, right? But loop, what is the loop? The signal should pass through that point again, right? And that means signal should start from this point and end at the same point, then we call as a loop here, right? Now we shall see, we have what are the feedback. It should have a feedback, right? We have feedback as H2 and H1. These are the two feedbacks here. First I shall see with the respect to the H1 here, right? Now coming for the H1, I cannot solve directly here because the signal starts from here, it goes G1, G2, here G3, again it comes back to H1 and summing point here. I cannot take here because I need, before taking that one, I need to reduce all the blocks which are internally connected with that, right? Now remaining is this one. You can see here what we have in this. I have the simple feedback loop here, right? You see here, signal has started from this point, right? It has come to G2 here and we have the takeoff point and it has come back to H2 and it has reached the summing point here, right? So this becomes a minor feedback loop here, right? Now I shall reduce that one. What is the formula to find out the loop here? We have G divided by 1 minus GH. This condition should be used only when the sign is positive here, but in this we have the sign as negative feedback. So this becomes G divided by 1 plus GH. If we have the positive sign in the feedback, then we need to use negative in the denominator. If we have the negative sign in the feedback, then we need to use a positive sign in the denominator here, right? Now what is G here? G is nothing but G2 and H is nothing but H2 here, right? So first I'll write that one. What we have instead of G2 of S, I'll write just G2 here. G2 divided by 1 plus G2 H2 here, right? So have reduced the minor feedback loop. Have reduced the minor feedback loop. So you are not necessary, it is not required to add the summing point or the takeoff point here, because both is been submerged here, right? So remaining here is G1 of S, G1 of S here, and then we have one more summing point here. We have R of S as the input, and we have G4 here. First I'll write complete this line. Yeah, we have one more summing point here, right? So this is G4 here. This is G4 here, and it has reached the summing point here. It has reached the summing point here. This is positive. This one is positive here, right? Then next is G3 here, and output is C of S here. Then we have one more feedback, that is H1. We have the H1 as the feedback here. Right. Now what I have done? I have reduced the minor feedback loop. After doing this, what I need to see, here we have negative sign, here we have positive sign here. Yeah. Now what I need to do? Again I need to follow the steps. First step is to see whether we have any blocks in series. Then we need to check whether we have any blocks in parallel here. Right. Now first look at this. Sorry. See here with this, what you can see, these two blocks, that is G1 and G2 divided by 1 plus G2H2, these two blocks are in series now, right? These two blocks are in series here. So how can I reduce this one? This becomes, when the blocks are in series, you need to multiply that one, right? So this becomes G1 G2 whole divided by 1 plus G2 H2 here, 1 plus G2 H2 here, right? Then after that what we have? We have one summing point here. We have input as R of S, and we have one takeoff point here. This is G4. We have a summing point here. This is positive sign. This one is also positive sign. And we have G3. And we have C of S as the output here, and we have H1 is the feedback. This is negative feedback, and it comes after G3. Right. After this, what you need to follow? Again, follow the same procedure. First step, see whether the blocks are in series. Next, just check we don't have any blocks in series. You can say, sir, G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G2 H2 and G3 are in series. No, we have one summing point, so these two blocks cannot be series. Next one is check whether the blocks are in parallel, right? So what is, when we call the blocks are in parallel, we have one takeoff point and one summing point, right? That means signal will pass with these two blocks here, right? So check out this. Check out this, these two blocks. These two blocks are now in parallel, these two blocks are now in parallel here. When we have blocks in parallel, how we can solve? We need to add up those two blocks here, right? We need to add up both the blocks here, that is G4 plus G1 G2 divided by 1 plus G2 H2 here, 1 plus G2 H2 here. Then we have G3 here, and we have CS as the output. We have one more summing point here, and we have input R of S, and we have the feedback here, that is H1. Right. Now after this, again follow the procedures. First check whether we have any blocks in series or any blocks in parallel. Check out these two blocks. These two blocks are now in series, right? These two blocks are now in series. When blocks are in series, what we need to do? We need to multiply those two blocks. Before going to that, first I shall solve the blocks which are there inside. We shall solve this block. What we have here is, that means G4 plus G2 G4 H2 plus G1 G2 whole divided by 1 plus G2 H2 here, right? Then this should be multiplied by G3 here, right? This is one block now. Now here input is R of S, which is positive, and then output is C of S, and we have the feedback H1 here. And this is negative and this is positive here, right? Now next step is to solve the simple minor loop here, right? First, there is no blocks which are there in series, there are no blocks which are there in parallel, and only next step what we have here is the simple feedback loop. Before going to that, we shall solve this whole thing here which is there inside the brackets, right? Now what we have, G3 G4 plus G2 G4 H2, first I shall write, plus G1 plus G1 G2 whole divided by 1 plus G1 G2 into G3 here also G3 here, 1 plus G2 H2 here. And we have the minor loop, that is H1. C of S and input with the summing point, that is R of S. Negative and this is positive here, right? Now we shall solve this one. What is the formula to find, what is the formula to solve this simple minor loop? that is G divided by 1 plus G into H. This positive sign can only be taken when there is a negative feedback, right? Now, what is G? G is this complete block. First I shall write G3, G4, I shall simplify that. First I shall write G1, G2, G3, this term, then plus G3, G4 plus G2, G4, G2, G3, G4, H2 whole divided by 1 plus G2, H2 here. Right, this is complete G part divided by 1 plus GH here. That is G1, G2, G3 plus G3, G4 plus G2, G3, G4, H2 whole divided by 1 plus G2, H2 here. This is what? This is complete G into what we have into H. H is nothing but H1 here. This is H1 here. Right. Now we shall solve. What is this? This is nothing but the transfer function R of S divided by, transfer function C of S divided by R of S here. This is the transfer function here. Right. Now we shall solve this transfer function, whatever we have. To solve that, transfer function. First I shall write what is there in the numerator, G1, G2, G3 plus G3, G4 plus G2, G3, G4, H2 whole divided by 1 plus G2, H2 whole divided by, here denominator is there, so I shall take the LCM of that, 1 plus G2, H2 plus, then I need to multiply complete thing by H1 here. So this becomes G1, G2, G3 plus, G1, G2, G3 plus into H1 plus G3, G4, H1 plus G2, G3, G4, H1, H2 divided by 1 plus G2, H2 here. This is what? This is C of S divided by R of S here. Right. Now you can see these two can be cancelled out here. Remaining is C of S divided by R of S here. G1, G2, G3 plus G3, G4 plus G2, G3, G4, H2 divided by 1 plus G2, H2 plus G1, G2, G3, H1 plus G3, G4, H1 plus G2, G3, G4, H1, H2. This is the overall transfer function for a given system here. This is the overall transfer function for a given system.